want to travel aren't really places at all. They're people. They're grandparents, moms, old friends, and new nephews. That's why at American Airlines, we've been using enhanced cleaning measures so you can feel confident every step until you get to them. So, as always, our people can't wait to take you to yours. American Airlines. You are why we fly.
Hear that? That is the sound of a 290 horsepower wake-up call. Is the sound of a 2.5-liter turbo engine melting. That is the sound of an 8-speed dual clutch.
Rosen, played by Beasley. Around a hedge by Rubio. DeRozan takes it to the elbow. Now top of the lane. Fadeaway 14-footer. Off the rim. No good. And a whistle and a foul. And DeRozan will go to the free throw line. A late whistle called against Minnesota. And it's on Beasley. That's his second. And now DeRozan's got a chance to make this a two-possession game with 18.1 seconds remaining. 29 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. 9 of 9 from the line for DeRozan. For the year, 88% coming in from the free throw line for DeMar DeRozan. 2-point lead for the Spurs. DeRozan's got 2. First one is no good. That leaves the door open for Minnesota with 18.1 seconds to go. Wiles out, Pirtle in. This is obviously defense for offense there. One more free throw here for DeRozan. The Spurs still have a foul to give at the other end. So that comes into play with 18.1 seconds remaining. Now DeRozan with that second free throw to make it a 3-point game. He's got it. And it's 111-108. No timeout here by Ryan Saunders. 15 seconds. Shot clock is off. Spurs by 3. Minnesota's got the ball. Russell takes it left side against White. Behind the back dribble and a foul on Derek White. Again, the Spurs had a foul to give there. And Derek White uses that foul to give with 8.5 seconds remaining. And now Ryan Saunders wants to talk it over, and don't blame him. 8.5 seconds remaining. Minnesota trails by 3, and they'll have the ball with a chance to tie the game and send it in overtime when Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
What does optimism look like? It looks like a hard-nosed drive down the lane, straight at the biggest defender when you could have settled for a floater. You grit your teeth and brace for impact, because this is either getting blocked or slammed home. Not everyone would take that chance, but you did. Taking the leap looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes, that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism and the San Antonio Spurs.
Whether you're ready to purchase a home, setting up a college fund for your kids, or preparing for retirement, you're working hard to live a life you love. And you deserve peace of mind knowing your home, loved ones, and financial future are protected. At SWBC, we can help you assess your financial situation and make sure you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. Visit SWBC.com to learn about your mortgage, insurance, and wealth management options today. That's SWBC.com.
Okay, here's your situation. 8.5 seconds remaining in the ball game. The San Antonio Spurs lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 111-108. The Timberwolves need a 3 here to force overtime. The Spurs do not have a foul to give. Malik Beasley will trigger the inbounds pass, front court left. Out there with Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and Ricky Rubio. Russell gets the inbounds pass out front. Angle right against Murray, tries a contested 3. That shot is short off the rim, rebound tipped and grabbed by Patty Mills. And Patty Mills will be able to dribble it out. This ball game is over. The San Antonio Spurs go on a 20-2 run in the fourth quarter during a 6-minute stretch of the final quarter, and they defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves here this evening at the AT&T Center. The final score, Spurs 111, Timberwolves 108.
This has been San Antonio Spurs basketball. Spurs basketball has been brought to you by
AT&T. TV without NBA League Pass is just kinda TV. Don't just kinda TV. DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. By HEB. Sponsored by HEB. No store does more than my HEB. And by iHeartMedia.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash. What? See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash. It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit AT&T.com for details. What does optimism look like? It looks like a hard-nosed drive down the lane, straight at the biggest defender when you could have settled for a floater. You grit your teeth and brace for impact, because this is either getting blocked or slammed home. Not everyone would take that chance, but you did. Taking the leap looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes, that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism and the San Antonio Spurs.
There's no escape. You can't hide. They're following you. Your cravings for nacho fries will never stop. The warm nacho cheese sauce and savory Mexican spices will not let you get away. So there's only one thing left to do. Run to Taco Bell, because nacho fries are back. Head to Taco Bell and silence your cravings before nacho fries disappear again. Only at Taco Bell, at participating U.S. locations for a limited time only.
Hey, your new TV is awesome. I feel like I'm at the Spurs game.
Well, I had an assist from Consome Plus.
Oh, yeah?
Their low payment finder helped me score a super low payment.
Sounds easy.
Slam dunk. And my payment's so low, I took possession of this leather sofa, too.
And then you followed that up with a double dribble.
What?
You've got some salsa on your shirt.
Oh.
Spur fans get pre-qualified for up to $5,000 at Console Plus with no impact to your credit score. Subject to credit approval. Get started at cons.com.
This is Spurs Radio Game Night Rewind. Brought to you by
AT&T. TV without NBA League Pass is just kinda TV. Don't just kinda TV. DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. By SWBC. SWBC. Mortgage, insurance, investments. And by iHeartMedia.
The Spurs use a 20-2 run about midway through the fourth quarter of play to actually take the lead after trailing by as much as 16 in this ballgame. The Spurs defeat the Timberwolves by the final score of 111 to 108. Now let's take a look at some final numbers. First of all, for the visitors from Minnesota, they shoot 46% from the floor. They were 13 of 33 from three-point range, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. So the Spurs did a good job not fouling these guys and putting them at the line. They did have an edge on the boards at 49 to 45. 10 turnovers turned into 11 points for the Spurs. The Spurs had 7 turnovers. That is 4 below their average, which leads the league, 11.2 turnovers per game. Only 9 points off those 7 turnovers by the Spurs. Spurs shot 45% from the field, 7 of 26 from three-point range, and 18 of 24 from the free throw line. We're now pleased to be joined by assistant coach Will Hardy. Oh, it's Mitch. I'm sorry. It is Mitch Johnson, assistant coach for the Spurs. And Mitch, first of all, congratulations. That was quite a run in the fourth quarter, but it took you a little while to get into a rhythm offensively in this ballgame, didn't it?
Yeah, it took us. Well, and I think probably they were in too much of a rhythm was the biggest issue. The defense was bad. It was really bad in a lot of ways, and guys picked it up in the second half, and that was the biggest difference. 18 points in the fourth quarter, 43 in the second half. You do that, you're going to win a lot of ball games. So, you know, it's kind of the tale of two halves, and we did. We made some shots, and guys stepped up offensively too, and at the free throw line. But the defense was a big key, and I think we stepped it up in the second half.
What was better? Was the aggression more? Was it a little bit more physical defensively in the second half?
I think a little bit all of the above. You know, we're kind of one of those teams. We don't have, you know, one thing. We're kind of a sum of all our parts, and it's going to have to be a little physicality, a little bit of defense, rebounds. There's going to be some communications. We're all on the same page, and we were lacking in a lot of ways early, and I think you saw late. You know, we had some plays made by a lot of different guys, and it was big, and that's what we're going to need to continue to win games, just because that's how our roster and our team is built.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, the bench is something you depend on a lot, and I wanted to ask you about one of the bench players. That is Devin Vassell. Even with the return of Derek White, Devin's still getting 19, 20 minutes a game, and it looks like he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and obviously, you know, LA and Rudy are both out, so that's, you know, a lot of minutes we had to fill, and, you know, I got to give Devin credit. It's unbelievable what he's been able to do. No summer league, no open gym, no real training camp. So the kid's really been a professional for this young young kid in short time that he's been with us, and he's doing a great job.
Okay. Hey, Mitch, thanks very much for the time. We certainly do appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a good one. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. You too, Mitch. That's Mitch Johnson, assistant coach for the Spurs. The Spurs outscored the Timberwolves 32-18 in that fourth quarter. That's obviously the difference in the ball game. And you want to look at a game changer brought to you by Frost Bank. It's very easy to point to that 20-2 run in the fourth quarter as the Spurs erased that big deficit. The Timberwolves once leading by as many as 16. The final score, 111-108, San Antonio over Minnesota. This is Spurs Radio.
We made USAA insurance for members like Beth, a Navy veteran. She and her husband Larry might be old school, but they're made of the curiosity to always try new things, like that cooking class, or skiing, and finally learning guitar, now that the kids are out of the house. So when Beth realized they were overpaying the insurance company they've been with for years, she and Larry thought they'd try another new thing, switching to USAA. USAA insurance is made the way Beth and Larry need it, with super knowledgeable agents who take the time to understand your coverage needs and help you find the savings you deserve. Switch and save with USAA Insurance. Get a quote today at usaa.com/insurance. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Ability to receive a quote depends on membership eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, boss. Stuck in traffic here.
You are running late.
Don't know when I'll be there.
Whether it's the overturned semi,
Trying to get there as fast as I can.
or because of the pop-up thunderstorm,
And that's not going to help.
our traffic and weather reports can help. Check in mornings every 10 minutes on the 10s and afternoons on the 15s. Because your real boss
Hey, Daddy finally made it home.
thinks late isn't so great. Traffic and weather together. Use Radio 1200 WOAI.
The final score this evening, 111-108. The Spurs with the victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ultimate performance brought to you by BMW of San Antonio. 18 fourth-quarter points for DeMar DeRozan. He goes 10 of 19 from the field. He hit clutch free throws as well, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, along with 8 rebounds and 6 assists. 30 points, including 18, as we mentioned, in the fourth quarter. DeMar DeRozan, the closer for the Spurs, certainly closed in a big way in this ball game, as he is our ultimate performer of the game, brought to you by BMW of San Antonio. Fast break points brought to you by Fast Break, or Break Check, rather. And you look at the fast break points here this evening. The Timberwolves had 11. The Spurs had the advantage there, 16-11. For every fast break point the Spurs score, the fine folks at Break Check donate $20 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of San Antonio. All right, let's take a look at some more of these numbers. The individual scoring, first of all, for Minnesota. They had 29 from Malik Beasley, who was 4 of 8 from three-point range. 14 for Anthony Edwards, the number 1 overall pick, also had 6 boards in this game. And 20 points for D'Angelo Russell on 8 of 20 shooting. Among the other starters, Naz Reid was 3 of 7 from the field. He had 8 points and 11 rebounds. 3 points and 4 boards for Josh Okogie. Off the bench, 2 players in double figures off the bench. Jake Layman was 4 of 8 from the field, hit a three-pointer. He had 11, and Jared Vanderbilt had 10. Let's see, Jalen Noel was 3 of 9 from the field. He actually had 10, and it was Vanderbilt with 2, Jaden McDaniels with 3, and Ricky Rubio had 8. For the Spurs, they were led by DeMar DeRozan with 30 points. Also in the starting lineup in double figures, Jakob Poeltl with a season-high 19. He also had 8 rebounds and 4 block shots. Very good performance by Jakob Poeltl, who got the start for LaMarcus Aldridge, who is out for at least tonight and perhaps one more game, according to Pop, with that sore hip. 15 points for DeJounte Murray on 6 of 16 shooting, but he also grabbed 11 rebounds and got 6 assists. Only 2 points for Lonnie Walker tonight. He was just 1 of 10 from the field. And Keldon Johnson only had 6 points this evening. He was just 2 of 9. He picked up a couple early fouls, didn't really get into a solid rhythm in this ball game. Off the bench, Patty Mills had 8, 7 for Devin Vassell. Derek White had 10. Drew Eubanks had 5 points and 3 boards and 9 points from Trey